Hi, so my name is Valerie Baker. I'm the owner and trainer at White Horse Dressage, Arabian Sport Horses up in Pilot Hill, California. And today we're talking about use of essential oils with horses. So this is Sammy. She just came off the trailer. She has been, we've had some storms here up in the area, and so she's been off work for almost a week now. So she came off a little snorty. She's settling in a little bit now, but I want to talk about, so what I would do, I'm bringing her off and I'm going to have a youth rider get on her. So I wouldn't, rather than just trying to lunge her down and make her tired before the youth rider gets on, we could do that. But then you end up with a horse who's sore before she ever gets to work. So because she's had some time off, I'm going to use some of my trusty oils. You should have a kit handy with you in your barn at all times. Some of the things I keep in my kit are definitely lavender oil. I've had every single horse responds really well to lavender oil. I also really like a blend of oils that is a Serenity, it's called, and it's lavender and chamomile and a couple other oils that I find is really beneficial. I also keep a hold of Digestin. Where's my Digestin? And the Digestin is helpful when they just have a little stomach upset. I'm not saying use it for colic. I'm just saying that have they had time off, or if their foods change, you can give Digestin as a little preemptive to help keep them functioning, keep their gut functioning. So I think we're going to start. So this horse works really well. I happen to know her, and you'll know after you work with your horse what they respond to the best. So the oil can present itself on either side. The horse is going to decide which nostril they're going to want to go with. So she's going with her left side. See how she turned her nose? So she chose to sniff it with her left side. So she's probably feeling something a little bit more physical. She just hauled a 45-minute ride to get up here. That's a little bit harder of a drive when they've been standing around in mud and not doing anything. So I'm going to offer it to her again and see where she goes. Right side is emotional. As you can see, this horse isn't really emotional though. It's not like she's in a good exhale. So hopefully you heard that. That gave her a nice release just from the scent of the Serenity. Now, for competition purposes, you cannot use these oils on your horse. We do use them in competition. I coach a national champion team. They've been champions in 2016 and 2018. And what we do is we'll put the oil on the noseband of the halter for when they're in their stalls at a competition. These are USEF rated competitions where these oils will test. I don't know if she responded kind of negative to that being on her halter for some reason. Maybe she thinks that that was overkill. I did it for demonstration. I don't think she needed it on her halter. We will also put it on the hands of the riders because the hands are right here. Those horses can still smell it, and it also helps to keep your rider a lot calmer. Everyone has horse show nerves and competition nerves, and these horses will feed off of it, especially ours. We show Arabs and half Arabs. They're very sensitive, and they'll feed off the nerves and emotions of a rider. So she had a nice release. I'm going to see if she's going to respond to the lavender. Serenity is this horse's favorite. In competition, we'll also put it on the nosebands of our bridles. And as long as it doesn't go into the bloodstream of the horse, you can use these oils. Let's see if she wants the lavender. She typically, so she goes left side again. So she's feeling, she likes this one better today. Now, obviously, if we're at a competition, don't let your horse do this. You don't want them ingesting it in any way. And there you go. She likes it. So I'll offer to her again. Let her decide where she wants it, right or left. She kind of wants to eat it. That time she went a little bit right. So what this does now kind of gets her settled, calms her mind, helps her to be at peace so that her youth rider can get on and have a great ride. Good girl. All right, we'll move on to the next horse. So here's an example of one of our competition horses. This is a relatively emotional mare. You know, she's a great competition horse. She's not particularly thrilled with the use of the oils, so I'm going to offer it to her, but she's probably going to throw her head up in the air. And I think, so as I said before, I use typically Serenity and lavender. This horse is more leans toward the straight lavender. Get one that's already open. I keep lots of bottles of it. So see how she turns away? A really significantly emotional horse is not going to connect as well with using the oils, and they're going to argue a little bit. So I'm offering it to her, but she's arguing. So a couple of things you can do with a horse like this. You can try and put it on her nose. Chances are she's not going to like this. See how she's arguing? So this isn't really worth, oh, she gave in, good girl. So I just put 2 drops on her noseband. That's enough for her to be able to benefit from the smell. But when we're in competition, so this is Lauren, and this horse she leases from Dr. Amanda Pierce. This is Panache Forever Ember. And Lauren shows at training and first level in sport horse. And when Lauren competes, we put lavender on Lauren's wrists. So we'll put it on her glove right here. Just a drop on each one. So there's double benefit here. The rider, if she's nervous in competition, which she doesn't really get nervous, but the rider can benefit from having the essential oils and the aromatherapy that'll help calm them down, as well as her horse still has a highly developed sense of smell. So her horse is also going to benefit from having that on her gloves. Okay, let's move on to the next horse. This is Bella. Bella is a purebred and she's 14. She's 14 years old. Bella's a rehab because she's coming back from 2 years off having been pregnant and having a foal. Bella's happy right now because she's with her girl, but she is fairly emotional mare, even more so than the chestnut mare you saw in the other segment. So for Bella, I'm probably going to start with straight lavender and see how she does. You can see she's really interested in it. We'll see if where she wants to. So she's going left side, left nostril. So as we talked about before, that's physical. We'll see if she chooses to go left or right. She's still sticking kind of left. So today I think she's feeling more physical than she is feeling emotional. So I'm going to go ahead and actually put it on my hand. This horse isn't competing today, so we don't have to worry about putting it on her. So as I rub and massage her forelock, we want to see a softening in her eye. I don't know if you can see her eyes. Hi. So this again, I went with straight lavender on this one. As you saw with the bay mare, prefers the Serenity. She seems like she's reacting pretty well with the lavender. Have you used lavender or anything on her?
No.
So it's gotten her calm. She has a soft eye, but she's more interested in her friends over there. Good girl. Good girl. There we go. So you're going to see interest in your horse. You see this horse isn't quite drooping as much as the bay mare or the dark bay mare did. She's not getting quite as strong a reaction. So we're going to try the Serenity and see if we get a little bit more reaction from her. So it has a little bit different blend of oils. It does have lavender in it though. Okay, so now she's going right nostril. Now she's going emotional on the Serenity blend. Good girl. Good girl. So again, I'll put it on my hand, give her that little massage on the sides of her forelock, and a little forehead massage. Good girl, there she goes. Your eyes start to close. So I think she's a Serenity mare also. All right.
I try to feel it inside, but the fire that we had's all gone. Sometimes I think about why as the sand in the hourglass runs. I try to keep it in line, maybe I'm just not the one. But you know I would, but you know I would, but you know I would keep it undercover. We could have each other. But you know I would, but you know I would only let you down. You know I'm gonna change. Things just don't stay the same no more, no more. You know I'm gonna break. You know I'm gonna break your fading heart. But it's over, it's over, it's over now. But it's over, it's over, it's over now. so high, my desire blocks out the sun.